Bruins look to close out the year with 2 important points and a big celebration. Inside you go. Alex Semin with points in 3 games straight. He's on the top line, reunited with Eric Stahl and Jordan Stahl to show more of his leadership in tonight's matchup. The lineup is Dick Detroit.
The house lights will come up, and we will get set. And Cam Ward, 18 saves last night, a 6-1 victory, 1 victory away from the Stanley Cup playoffs. Jimmy Howard.
Boy, oh boy. This place is in a sellout frenzy.
Right. Sit back and enjoy this one. Gets it deep. And played here by Nyquist. Broken up by Jordan, who turns it back.
Had 3 or 4 bodies right at the top of it.
Through the center zone, Alexander Semin with a shot fought off. Jonathan Ericsson. Sederberg back out to neutral ice. This way it's Pavel Datsyuk. Easily broken up. We'll get to it deep in his own zone, and Carolina will start again. They attempt to get it out. They do it. It pops out to Alexander Semin, who loses control.
Well, Semin lost the board battle and couldn't quite gather it in time.
Datsyuk goes deep. Sekera. Headman pass from Falk. Now we'll move it along.
You and I talked to Bill Peters this morning about defensemen when they can making a tape-to-tape pass. He made it there.
Through the center zone. Over the line, moves up. Dangles. Sets up a man. What a block, Justin Falk. Now Falk out to center ice. Here's Eric Stahl. His shot stopped by Jimmy Howard.
Sekera and Falk, guys like that, block shots. I mean, that's a grade A chance if it gets through.
A long pass out to center ice. Now it's carried in. Pulls up on Daniel Cleary. Diagonally across. Kyle Quincy shooting one. Stopped by Ward. A big rebound. Quincy Shahan from the corner. Across. They score!
Drives the front of the net. Heck of a saucer pass, and it's a beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful play, and it's just battles won. That's amazing, isn't it? You look at attacking zone time, but the Hurricanes have had a far better start. So they've just made some key puck management or inability to maybe get whistles, like I've said, mistakes that has allowed a desperate team to capitalize on the...
Nice to have the great Ron Francis joining us. What have you seen that's been consistent?
Well, you know, it's such a tough league. I mean, the mentality has to be, it's kind of playoff hockey now. Stay in the fight, be patient, understand where you are in the game, and hopefully at the end of the day it adds up to a victory for us. And our guys have done a good job.
John and Tripp.
Now it's Eric. He'll pull up, delay, hold on to it, look for a friend to pass to. It's Semin fanning on one. He'll get it back. Eric out in front. Howard says no.
I don't like that. Semin whiffs like he does. Gathered and get it to the net.
Played here by Justin Falk. He'll get it deep. Kronwall in support. Pavel Datsyuk. Jonathan Ericsson for Gus Nyquist. John Forslund, Tripp Tracy, Chantel McCabe along with our crew. The Carolina is still looking for that postseason berth.
Well, Chantel,
a playoff-like feel.
And you want the playoffs, Chantel, because you have not experienced that before.
Off the draw now. On the tape of Jeff Skinner. Skinner over the line. Pulls up to the outside. Spins off a hit. One-timer. Blocked on the way through. Now advance out to center ice. Sabdelgater. Pummeled on the forecheck that time. Jim Gleason, and away they go to center ice. Victor Rask away now. Stalusty. It goes to the corner. Jeff Skinner holding onto it. He thinks about a shot. Now he thinks twice. Gleason. Saucer feed. Lyles goes deep in the zone. Played along the boards. Back to the point. Shooting one. Scores! Aggressively tipped on the way through. They go around the clock.
Hot goalie, there are many ways, but one of the ways is your most natural goal scorer score. So remember the illustration we talked about with constant motion, who's the high forward and who's the net front presence. The high forward actually would have been Yuri Talusti. Skinner has the hunger to get to the front of the net.
Off the face-off. Nestra Schill now has a lane. Here it comes. Denied by Jimmy Howard. Daniel Cleary. Shahan. Spring pass. Johan Franzen across and Cleary. Over the line. Cronwall. Moved along for Weiss. Out in front. Score. It pinballs in.
What's going to happen is sometimes you're so worried about what's going on up top, you forget the little soft area down low. Hurricanes are in pretty good shape here. Everything's to the outside, but the player on the boards is cheating. I think Detroit has their defensemen both on the rush and also in zone, joined as seamlessly as any team in the league. And here Cam Ward is not in the type of position that he wants to be.
Helm out in front. Cleaned up by Elias Lindholm. And out they come through center.
He gets back there to limit the quality of that chance.
And drop it back. Naga goes now for Tim Gleason. Lyles. One-timer. Caught. He's out to play it. Darren Helm. A long pass detected by Lyles. To Nathan Gerby. Taken down. Darren Helm through the center zone now. Sealed off by Lyles. He comes all the way back in the zone.
Excellent gap there, tight gap from John Michael Lyles.
Chantel McCabe is standing by with Rod Brindamore.
Both teams are bringing lots of energy. When the game's this close, what's going to be the most important part of your team's game in the third?
Well, I think obviously we need to keep it simple. We don't need any of those turnovers in the crucial areas, so I think that'll be the key because that's what they look to do is attack on our transition.
John and Tripp.
Eric laid off. Alex Semin for Eric. Fought off by the Detroit goaltender. Eric in control. Out in front. Unattainable pass. Carried out. Back out to center ice. Let's get it deep. Folk. Deep in his own zone, and Carolina will start again. Now Jordan walking in the slot, wide open. He scores! Eric Stahl.
Well, I think this is what Jim Rutherford envisioned when he talked about the Stahl together in Carolina. Perfect as a centerman. Now, he gets the puck to the outside. Eric Stahl drives the middle lane. Bill Peters wants that.
Off the face-off. Tatar.
Chantel McCabe.
Tied at 2 here in the third. It's nice to have players who are flexible, like Elias Lindholm with Eric Stahl and Jordan Stahl, who can play wing or center, and Patrick Dwyer, who can be plugged in to any line. Let's take a look at tonight's Geico quote with head coach talking just about that. He says, it really does help to balance the lines in ways that you need to put them together. Having forwards that are versatile is very helpful. Back to you, John and Tripp.
Off the getting to it now. Folk. Folk misplays it. They score. The opportunity arises for Pavel Datsyuk.
That's maybe an advantage of being a left shot there. Falk just can't handle it. You know, these are freebie type goals that you cannot give up to a team the caliber of the Detroit Red Wings.
Carolina wheels back out to center ice. Over the line. This way for Skinner. Up on the rush. Out in front. They score! Eric Stahl finds a way again, and Carolina has tied it.
Hey, John, remember when we sat down with Eric Stahl, and he believes this Carolina club will make the playoffs. He just has a deep belief. He gets to the front of the net, had one thought on his mind, just fire the puck.
Eric. Off the draw. At the point. Sakara. Nathan Gerby for Carolina. The steal. They get it out. And the Cam Ward. Stahl in control, and out they come. Eric now out to center ice. Shifting. Up top, they go low to high. Falk. He'll dust it off. Lays it off for Andre Sakara. Gets a little bit of space. Back it goes for Falk. Played here by Jeff Skinner. Holding onto it. Put all the way across. It ricochets around. Gerby takes over. Gerby turns. Shoots one. Wide up. Jimmy Howard. Loose along the wall. Now Falk. Sakara as they maintain possession. Circles the wagon. Centers one across. Jeff Skinner on the off wing for Falk. Stahl knocking on the door.
Good looking power play here.
Carried out here by Sakara. Jeff Skinner walks in, sets up a bat. He scores! Hey, what do you say? Nathan Gerby on the receiving end of a beautiful pass, and the Canes lead for the first time tonight.
He did everything you could ask him to do on this power play, and everybody else did too. Everything was with motion. They knew when to go high to the points. They knew when to go low, work the goal line. What a one-time. And Skinner has his head up.
Listen to this crowd. Just listen. Carolina in charge.
This is awesome.
Eric, now Jordan.
Backhander. Howard to save, it's loose.
Back out to neutral ice. The line may cross. Out in front.
Caleb Ward says no.
He'll settle it down. Across. Sets up a man. What a block. 40 seconds left to the center zone. Now Jordan walking in. Be given a jolt. Broadwell. Jonathan Erickson. Seventh. Out to center ice. Johan Franzen. Sabdo Gator walks in, but a penalty will follow. Carolina down the man again.
He had to blow that whistle extra high. Was this ever appreciation? This feels like it's back deep in the playoffs, so these fans ever want playoff hockey again.
They're on their way.
You and I could sense it coming at the beginning of the third. It's been the Detroit Red Wings that haven't been able to maintain, and the Hurricanes just wore them down.
Belmore takes a hit. And a turnover. Played along the boards. Back to the point. Brendan Smith. Back it goes. Across Latsu. Cronenberg. Gander. Ward says no. He feeds it out. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left. We're counting out.
The Canes are going back to the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Boy, can you say mayhem? Can you say mayhem? Is this all, and I want to emphasize all, about character? It starts and it ends with just that. And they're going back to the playoffs.
They certainly are.
Chantel McCabe is standing by with
Eric.
Eric Stahl, this morning in the locker room, I kept hearing players say trust. The team is trusting each other. How is that shown tonight, and how is the hunger shown?
Well, that's huge. I think you need to trust each other tonight. It was a really huge effort on everybody staying with the game, continuing to battle. Fortunate enough to get a couple more. I win a big one in regulation.
Thanks, Eric. Congrats.
All right, thank you.
And the Carolina Hurricanes will play for Lord Stanley's Cup once again.